Hey, good morning. It's Brian Biggs here in my studio. Today's Thursday. It's just now exactly noon, so I'd say good morning, but some of you, maybe on the East Coast, Europe, it's actually afternoon. So happy Thursday. I don't care where you are. You could be anywhere. Just happy you're here. So we read a couple of board books. Today we're going to read a proper picture book. It's called Dog Days of School by Kelly DiPucchio and illustrated by me. This was published in 2014 by Disney Hyperion, and it's good. All you kids are at home from right now, and this book's gonna really make you miss school. And the way I introduce it when I read aloud to libraries and kids is, I have a dog. He snoozes like crazy. It's not quite a snore, but it's kind of a snooze. It just is like a white noise machine. Something like that. And it's one of the best sounds in the world. And he likes to sleep on the couch. And when my kids were in school, they'd be getting ready to go to school, and we're getting ready to go to work or come to the studio, and we'd hear the dog snoozing away. And you walk by and you think, man, if I could just be like Cyrus, lying there on the sofa all day. And what you don't know is, Cyrus was probably lying there on the sofa thinking, where are they getting to go? I want to go where they're going. The kids would be in school and seeing their friends and learning stuff and playing games. We come home, Cyrus has probably done nothing, just sat on the couch all afternoon, which is not bad, but it might seem kind of boring. So I've never really talked to Kelly about this, but I suspect she had similar experiences. So this book will maybe get you into the school feeling, get you out of the school feeling, make you wish you were a dog. I'm not really sure which. So one of the fun things about this book is the cover here, Dog Days of School, has Norman, the dog, sitting at his desk at school. On the back, we have Charlie, the other main character. He's sitting in his beanbag, or his dog bed, really, with a bone. Well, if you look in the inside of this cover, this is one of my favorite things. Now it's Charlie sitting at his desk at school, and here we have Norman sitting on his dog bed back at home. So we'll stay with the Charlie version for now. So again, Dog Days of School by Kelly DiPucchio, written by and Brian Biggs, illustrated by. Bright yellow. Dog Days of School. Kelly dedicated this to Nick and Whimsy, love mom, and I dedicated this book to Greg, who is the famous, amazing Greg Pizzoli, who's doing his own live book readings at his studio at 11 o'clock, so you should check it out on Instagram. Charlie did not like going to school. He was tired of practicing his letters. He was tired of drawing pictures. He was tired of trying to explain himself to the teacher. Charlie was even tired of being tired. Stressed out Charlie, brushing his teeth. Sunday nights were always hard for Charlie. His stomach did flip-flops and he could not fall asleep. You're lucky you don't have to go to school, Charlie told Norman. Norman rolled over on his back and snored. You probably didn't even hear Charlie. Shh. Make snoring sounds, really loud ones right now while I'm turning the page. I'm sure you can do it. Charlie looked out the window, found the brightest star in the sky. I wish I was a dog, Charlie sighed. On Monday morning, Charlie woke up on the floor. He scratched his ear with his right foot and yawned. Charlie's mother came into the room and patted Norman's head. It's time to get up for school, sleepyhead, she said. Uh-oh, what happened there? Charlie wished on a star and turned the page, and something's all gone wrong. Norman jumped down from Charlie's bed. He ate breakfast. He brushed his teeth, and then he hurried out the door to catch the bus. Charlie smiled. He rolled over on his back and snored. Shh. At school, Norman took Charlie's seat at the table too. The children gave Norman a curious look and went back to practicing their letters. Norman practiced his letters too. They're all kind of like, what? What's going on? Back at home, Charlie looked out the window and watched the leaves fall for hours and hours and hours. On Tuesday, Norman went to school and made a clay sculpture. and a food pyramid. He ate birthday cupcakes and took a long cold drink from the water fountain. Charlie ate dry biscuits and took a long cold drink from the toilet. Does your dog ever drink from the toilet? Mine doesn't. I don't think he has anyway. Maybe he has when we're not home. I should look into that. On Wednesday, Norman learned how to play house and kickball and the maracas. Cha-cha-cha. Charlie learned how to play fetch and how not to. An angry skunk is the worst skunk. On Thursday, Norman built a house out of blocks. He painted a self-portrait and went on a field trip. Charlie went on a field trip too. Now the dogs are kind of, what? On Friday, Norman ran into some trouble with the scissors and the glue. The teacher scolded him for chewing on his pencil, and the table, and her shoes. And he had to sit through a long, awful, boring story about a cat. Across town, Charlie had to sit through a long, awful, boring day at the dog groomers. I can't even imagine. The weekend wasn't much better. Norman tried to play soccer. He tried to sit through a movie. And he tried to finish a triple hot fudge banana sundae with extra whipped cream. Look at poor Norman there. Meanwhile, somebody's having a good time. Charlie spent his weekend locked up in the laundry room. You ever felt this way? I always feel that way, usually after a bike ride. By Sunday evening, Charlie had had enough. He tried to write his parents a note, but they couldn't read it. He tried to draw them a picture, but it wasn't very good. He tried explaining to them, "I'm not Norman," but his parents only heard, "Woof, woof, woof." It's time to make dog sounds. Come on, you can do it. Woof, 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 woof. "I'm not Norman." "Bad dog," said Charlie's mother, and she threw him outside in the cold. The wind howled and Charlie shivered. Creepy shadows danced across the lawn. Charlie's stomach did flip-flops and he could not fall asleep. He looked up at the stars and sniffed. "I really wish I was a boy again." On Monday morning, Charlie woke up in his own bed. His mother came into the room and kissed his forehead. "Time to get up for school, Charlie," she said. Whoa, something's different, huh? Look at Norman back in his bed. Charlie jumped out of bed. He got dressed. He ate breakfast. He brushed his teeth. Charlie went to school. And Norman? Norman took a very long nap. The end. Looks like everything returned to normal. And all we can really hope is everything soon returns to normal here too. I would like to get back to school. I would like to get back to work. I would like to go back to my friends' houses and hang out. I want to go to restaurants again. Soon. We'll do it. Come back tomorrow. We've got another book for you. It's called Bike and Trike. It's another one that just came out recently. It's about a new bicycle versus the old tricycle. A little jealousy. It's a good one. See you tomorrow.